The hardest part is simply getting up that last hill.
In today's video, we're exploring one of my favorite bike routes. Expect beautiful scenery, smooth trails, and the perfect day for a ride. Let's dive in.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Luna here. As you can see, I have my much loved mountain bike here with me, and today I'm going to do something kind of challenging to record, but fun fact, this is actually one of my favorite trail rides to do. Now, don't be fooled by all the beautiful scenery surrounding us, you know. This is actually quite a challenging trail. It goes for about just under an hour return, and it is 20 kilometers return. This is actually the trail that created or started my love of trail riding with the mountain bike. So I'm gonna capture some cool shots for you guys today. You guys will get to feel like you're right there with me on this trail ride in the beautiful Australian wilderness. And yeah, without further ado guys, let's get into it. All right, let's go.
So here we are at Lady Carrington Drive, 20 kilometers return, or just slightly under. And before hitting the trail, I take a moment to gear up. Helmet on, water bottle in place, cameras strapped in tight, and my bag on securely. As I roll onto the trail, there's that familiar mix of excitement and calm. The trees close in around me, the sun filters through the branches, and the air feels fresher here. It's just me and the open path ahead. No rush, no distractions, just the rhythm of the ride. The trail starts off smooth, letting me settle in, but I do know it's going to get a lot more challenging up ahead. Right now though, it's all about enjoying this moment. Just the start of what's sure to be an epic ride. These quiet rides remind me of why I love being outside. It's not just about the adventure, it's about reconnecting with myself and finding peace in the simple things. The sound of the wind through the trees, the soft crunch of gravel under the tires. This is where I find peace. Just me, the trail, and the beauty around me. And sometimes, as we know, it's not about the destination. It's about the quiet moments in between. The pauses that let you take it all in and appreciate your surroundings. A lot of people actually do hikes here as well as cycling. I actually did. You can hear how beautiful the nature sounds and the birds are. I've actually done a hike here once, but I got a tick on my arm at the time. So I think I might just stick to cycling and mountain bike riding for now. As I approach the final stretch, the trail starts to change. Rocks become more apparent and more uneven, and the climb gets steeper. Every pedal feels heavier, but this is where the challenge gets real. It's all about finding the right line, keeping your focus, and pushing through one bumpy step at a time. I've slowed this section down to real time. This used to be the hardest climb for me, but I think I pushed through like it was nothing. The hardest part is simply getting up that last hill, and I remember when I first started doing this trail, I really struggled with it. In fact, I never even made it all the way to the top. I don't know if it's because I've been taking like frequent breaks on this ride to like catch the content, but I think that, I don't know, I completed that last hill climb. It was difficult, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't as hard as what it normally is. So I don't know, maybe I'm getting a bit fitter and my cardiovascular, look at this belt, and my cardiovascular strength is getting better. I don't know, but there's my bike on the ground. It's probably not the most respectful thing to do to it, but I better get back to my car now because I've been out here for a while. You guys back at my car, and then we're gonna recap on the trip. With a big chug of water, the hard part is now behind me, and it's now time to enjoy the ride back. Even though my legs were burning, there is this sense of accomplishment that makes every tough pedal feel lighter. The breeze feels cooler, the trail feels smoother, and the reward is all in the journey.
All right, I'm back at our starting point, and I don't know if you can hear my car in the background, but I've made it. Hair is out of the helmet. Slaying. Isn't this scenery just so beautiful though? It's truly one of my favorite things to do, to come here and go for bike rides when I have the time. I really hope that I got to capture some of my adventure today so you guys could feel kind of immersed in my bike ride. I've got my bike back in the car now. I actually lost one of my tripods on this ride. It must have fallen out of my bag. So yeah, that's a bit of a shame, but that's what happens when you're doing, I guess, mountain bike riding and trail riding. It was pretty bumpy and I nearly fell off twice, but I didn't end up falling off. I stayed on the bike. But yeah, that concludes it for today's video, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me on my trail ride today. And until next time, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.